Hi, my name is Norah Bagarinka. I'm the co-founder of the Refugee Women in Action, which is based here in Columbus, Ohio. We stayed inside the houses, and now the killers. These were the militiamen, including the soldiers and the community men and boys who are trained to kill. They would come at the houses, knock, and then take you outside, ask for the identity cards. If you're a Tutsi, you're subject to die. Then one morning, very early, they surprised. They came walking, running, and then they came in trucks, in small trucks, and they were shouting and singing. They had their special songs they were singing. When you could hear those songs, you know that that was a killing day. So we were pulled out and went to the church, and they started screening who was to die and who was to survive. And they told my husband and the kids, go, you are Hutus. She is the Tutsi, she has to die. So I joined my neighbors, friends, and relatives, and they started asking us to say our last prayers, give away our clothes, everything. And then they started throwing hand grenades, shooting, and then macheting at the end. So I didn't know what happened at last, and I woke up when the killings had subsided and was quiet. Just I heard someone saying, whosoever can walk, please try to stand up and let's go because they're coming back to finish us. And we went in the bush and stayed there for almost 3 months. During the day we could hide, and then at night we'd try to move, going far away, farther from the village. So the guy who had been the leader of that checking point was my gardener. I identified him, I know him. I said, hey, can you please help us? Because you know who we are. We are not the rebels. He says, we've been looking for you for a long time. I now have a big prize to win. He raised up the machete and swayed it in front of me. And I told him, please don't machete me, just shoot me. And he said, no, we can't waste our bullets. I'm going to just to machete you. So when I raised my hand, he slashed my right hand, and then my left leg, I fell down, and immediately when I was asking myself, is this how people die? So as I was thinking, immediately I had him putting my hand. He says, stand up, run, go behind this house. And forgive me because that's the only way I can help you. He said, if other person had done it, they would have killed you. So that's how I survived. I remember I was so mad at the situation. I brought a chair one day and I said, because I was raised up a Christian, and I started asking, I said, I know that according to what I hear, if you hear, you can hear me. Say, answer these questions. Where are you? I can't go on like this, it's too hard for me. And then secondly, I see a lot of injustice. I can't take it anymore. So I said, if you are there, you have to prove yourself to me. And if you prove yourself, use me in any way, and use me so that I can help and touch other women. There's so much struggle, there's so much pain that we can't take it anymore. But then something magic happened. The lady who was running the women programs, she heard what had happened, and she came from the city. She came just to tell me that I have a position for you. If you would be interested, you move, come to the city, and work with the women programs. She told me, would you be interested to come and travel with the documentary and then share your own story? If you would be interested, we'll pay you and you just stay here for a month. And I said, okay. So when I came, I stayed. And I started asking myself, what about other women or other people who comes when they're not Somalis? Where do they go? And I said, maybe because I could speak English and some other languages. Maybe if I could help just by giving referrals. And then I would also teach them what was there. So I would teach them how to turn on the stove. I would teach them how to run a sweeper. I could ask them, do you have a sweeper? Sometimes most of them, they don't have a sweeper. So I would try to ask churches and donations, bring sweepers. I would ask for the soap and detergent and anything to keep. So I became their like hotline. So they would call me anytime. When I look back and where I am today, I said, God, you're amazing.